Okay? Stop it. He's not reading disabled. He's lazy disabled. And so are you. What are y'all doing right now? Shopping. Buying video games for kids who can't read on grade level. You part of the school to prison pipeline. You out buying tablets and cell phones for kids who can't count on their grade level. You part of the school to prison pipeline. If he can't read before the video game system, you can be for certain he won't be reading after he starts playing with it. Yeah. I want y'all to look at your Christmas gifts because I want you to know you're investing in your son's future mass incarceration. You're buying things that takes him away from academics. And you know what's sad? Very few books are under the Christmas tree. Very few books. Very few ink pens, pencils, writing tablets. The stuff that our children need to get ahead, we don't invest in that. And then 246 years. We only been free for about 157. We were incarcerated on the plantation longer than we have been free. So don't be surprised that we still behave like slaves. One of the reasons black people are so comfortable having our institutions controlled and ran by people from outside the community is because under slavery, you had no control over your destiny. That's why when you look at other cultures, they always want to build a community. Asians, when they come to America, they build. Arabs, when they come to America, they build. Anglo-Saxons, when they come to America, they build. We've been here longer than all of them. Racism is a part of the reason. The other part of the reason we're comfortable, not being in control. Because slavery conditioned us to believe what? You will never be in control. The way we're going to undo that slave instinct, that inner coon that lives in all of us, is number one, we have to practice eternal awareness and recognize those slave energies that manifest in you when you see them. I'll give you one. Black men's inability to stop using the N-word. We are the only population in the world who fights for the right to use a pejorative term to describe one another. You will never see European Jews fight for those words to be used by each other. You will never see Asians fight for those words. You will never see other people want to use the same word that was used to dehumanize them to now communicate with each other. That's post-traumatic slavery disease. Black woman, hair and beauty standards, post-traumatic slavery disease. The light skin problem we have in our community, colorism, light skin supremacy. Now, when I say light skin, that doesn't mean light skinned people. You know why? Some of our biggest light skin supremacists are dark skinned people. They don't want anybody around them who's not lighter. And then you get light skinned people who suffer because they're lighter, and they get mistreated by darker people who wanted to be light. So we got to look at all of these isms from the plantation and bring them down. And the only way to do that is to educate your own children. The way you kill the slave within is through reconstruction of African consciousness. You cannot do that without education, proper socialization, spiritual and cultural remediation. In other words, we need our own systems and we need our own institutions.
I'm a black man. So what do you do as a black man when the snow bunnies come hopping?
I want my queens to hear me. Listen up. And I want my young kings to hear me. When I hear black men say, the white woman is more cordial. Listen, she's less aggressive, more accommodating, more supportive. You know what I say? Even in cases where it may be true. If you are a privileged white woman, why wouldn't you be more supportive? Why wouldn't you be more open? Why wouldn't you be less aggressive? The white woman's personality towards the black man is a result of the privilege she experiences in the larger society. The black woman, you say, she got an attitude. She angry. She wants you to have everything right. But look at what she's been through. The black woman has raised our children in our community by herself for the last 75 years. So I understand that she's not going to be as trusting. And guess what? I don't want her to be in the beginning. I don't want them to let any brother who walk in their life sweep them off their feet. Because guess what? The hardest thing for a black woman to do after she's been hurt is to let her guard down and let you hurt her a second time. So we need to earn that trust for our women. Earn that openness from our women. Because guess what? One thing is for sure, and two things for certain. Every black woman in this room, deep down inside, every one of them, from the future lawyer to the future doctor to the future educator, they want to submit to their king. But what we need to understand is, man, calm down. Stop being thirsty. Calm down. Stop being thirsty. At ease, my queens. The black woman, who is the original woman, she is designed by God to only be able to open up her heart and submit to a man who's stronger than she is.
Thank you.
And the problem with a lot of black men, not you, but a lot of brothers, they are weak men.
Yeah.
From a strong woman, she cannot submit. So you got to make sure you bring in your alpha, your spiritual alpha, your mental alpha, your financial alpha, because every woman desires to submit, but you got to be at an energy that will make her open up to that black power.
Here he comes, here he comes. I see you see him.
God damn.
Black queens forever.
Snow bunnies never! God damn it.
In honor, 1, 2. Let me see that mic and see. 1, 2. 1, 2. In honor of Black History Month here in the UK, which just ended 48 hours ago, I want to give you the story of two of our heroes. Throw this shit out! Brothers and sisters, we can't talk about African racial reconstruction unless we repair the black family. And you can't repair the black family if you don't repair the relationship between the black woman and the black man. Let us be clear, Black London. I, as a man, can do nothing without my queen. And black men, we can't do anything without our queens. And black women, you can't do anything without your kings. So we better learn how to live together, or we will perish individually as fools. You know, nephews, and I'm just going to tell you, there's nothing more disrespectful to divine feminine energy than for an African woman, a queen, to give a devil access to your heaven.
Hey.
How dare you let a colonizer, black woman, how dare you let a colonizer inject his ancestors.
Damn.
Into your sacred space. Because you know when we make babies, there's the coming together of two families. See, everybody in this auditorium has 4 grandparents. That means you got 8 great-grandparents. That means you got 16 great-great-grandparents. That means you have 32 great-great-great-grandparents. That means you got 64 great-great-great-great-grandparents. You got 108 great-great-great-great-great-grandparents and 256. Excuse me, 216. Ignorant person. They don't mean no harm. They just don't know no better. A Negro think white people look better because they don't know no better. A Negro think Jesus was white because they don't know no better. A Negro think nothing good came out of Africa because they don't know no better. They innocent in their ignorance. But a coon knows Jesus wasn't white, but he would still put a white one up in his house. The coon knows Africa's the birthplace of civilization, but he'll still act like it's Greece and Rome. Why?
Because the coon is financed by his oppressor to mislead his people. And that's why I can work with a Negro. Because a Negro just has to be educated. A Negro just got to be culturally corrected. But a coon, you can't fix them. You got to throw them ninjas out. They know. They know, good brothers and sisters. And guess what, London? You don't get political economic emancipation in the UK unless you expose and isolate your coons. Now here's the problem. You know why this is a problem in the US? You want to know why this is a problem in the UK? You want to know why this is a problem in Brazil and Costa Rica? It's even a problem in Jamaica and Barbados and Bahamas. You know why isolating coons and identifying coons, as destructive as they are, why don't we ever identify and isolate? When I come to the UK, there should be a manual of coons. I should be able to open a book or go to a website and see every coon in the UK. But why is there no identification and isolation of coons? When you come to Pennsylvania, when you come to Texas, when you come to Chicago, you should be able to pick up a book of coons. So you know who to stay away from. So why is there no African reality in the diaspora where the coons have been identified and isolated? You want to know why? Because some of you in here who may not be coons have relationships with people who are. Those coons who are selling out Black UK, they're your cousins. They're your uncles. They're your best friends. They're your nieces. They're your grandparents. They're your pastor at the church. They're your soccer coach. And because you got relationships with sellouts that are more important to you personally than the freedom of Black people, the coons remain. In other words, the coon ain't really the biggest problem. It's conscious Black people who defend and protect them.
But my grandfathers owned no slaves. I can show you how my ancestors who came here from Ireland or Portugal or Sweden or France, they had nothing. They were dead and broke, almost as poor as yours. At no time did we ever own a slave. And I say that may be true. But now I have another question for you, liberal white person. Your ancestors never owned slaves. Can you show me how they never benefited from slavery, though? Every white